Hello, my name is Sam Wild. I am a theatre designer and puppet maker. And I'm here to show you how to make different sustainable Christmas decorations for your Christmas tree at home. Or you can come to see the fir tree at the Globe over Christmas. And part of the show means we need your help to decorate the tree. So we're going to show you these things, but once you've learned to make them, please do bring them along to the show and help us decorate the trees within it. So we've got two different things to show here. I've got the first one here, which is an old classic, I'm sure some of you know, paper chains. Now, I am a big fan of paper chains. They are a great way to reuse old paper. I'm using, don't tell her, but these are my daughter Clementine's old drawings on some colourful paper. So it's really straightforward. So I've got what I'm going to be using to make the chain. I've also got a pair of scissors, but just a reminder that they are sharp. So do get a responsible adult or somebody else to help you if you need it. I've got some tape as well. You could use staples, but I'm going to be using tape today. So let's just crack on. I'm just going to start cutting strips, probably about 1 inch. Now I find the trick in this is that you've got to be a lot longer than you think, okay? So there we are. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. So we probably want them to be about that big, let's say. So I'm just going to tear that off. So what's that? That is, okay? So it's about 1 inch thick and about 20 centimetres long. I'm just going to do that with these other ones as well. You may, like me, have a lot of wonderful, incredible art made by your children knocking around. And I find this is a really great way to reuse that and breathe a whole new life into it. So I've got my bits. I'm just going to loop it round there. And I'm going to use a bit of tape. So I've got some lovely colourful tape, but any tape will do. You can find some fantastic washi tapes which have got really vibrant colours on them these days. Those are always fun. And you just tape it round. So I'll do another couple of those. Let's use this orange. The orange. There we are. And it's great to use different colours, different sorts of card, different patterns. There we go. I find it really rewarding because you get quite far quite quickly. And that will give you this, which is a lovely way to decorate your tree or yourself. Now the next thing we're going to make, so this is a two-parter, is these wonderful cardboard baubles. They can come in all different shapes and sizes. Okay, so what I've done here is I've got myself my cardboard, any old recycled cardboard box, anything you've got lying around. Got a pencil, so I've drawn out the shapes on these already. I'm going to be using a scalpel this time, but again, it's much sharper. You could use the scissors as well. Just make sure you've got a parent or someone to help. And I've also got string. And now I'm just going to cut them out. Again, I've got a cutting mat. You don't want to be doing this straight onto a lovely table. So I've drawn my shapes. I'm going to cut them out. So I'm doing baubles and stars. Be really interesting to see what other shapes you can come up with. Now you need to cut out 2 of each. There we go, so there's one. So I've left my decorations quite bare. I've only used a black marker on them. But that is not to say that yours have to be that way. You could fill them full of colour. One thing about cardboard is it takes paint really well. So just cover them in colour. Stickers and glitter aren't so great, but any sort of paint will do. So I've cut my 2 pieces out and I've got 2 inserts there. Now that's the bit that might take time. So you want those bits to be down the middle and to be about the same thickness as what your cardboard is, okay? And they go to roughly about midway. And then they just slip together like so. Now you could stick this together with a bit of glue if you wanted. I'm just going to use some tape, some of this colourful tape I've got. Just popping that in the centre there. Here we are. There we are. So once I've got my bauble, take a sharp object. I'm going to use this pencil and just punch a hole in the top there. There we are. Then I'm going to get my twine, pre-cut piece, and pass that through that hole and tie it into a loop. There we are. And you have yourself a bauble. Now you can decorate this as any way you want, as I say. One of the things we like to do in my family is we make these baubles and then we do a drawing of something wonderful that's happened in the year in them. So then you can decorate your tree with those wonderful memories. But if you can make those and bring them along to our show to help us dress our different Christmas trees, that would be wonderful. And please share them on social media and bring them down to the Globe at Christmas. Thank you very much.